Does the band have a name?
We have a very, very important big name. It's we're called the Ice Wolves Band. Yeah.
Good job. So you're creative.
Yes, very creative, very creative.
There's nothing ordinary about the New Mexico Ice Wolves, and there's nothing ordinary about this weekend in Albuquerque. Hockey is a culture and community like no other, and this weekend is about what sits at the very core of hockey culture, brotherhood.
When we talk about a brotherhood, it is a brotherhood. You know, we eat for each other, we sleep for each other.
Brotherhood of hockey it's something that more sports need. We need it in life. It's something that's hard to explain, but extremely special.
Brotherhood is a big thing for our team, and I think that reflects on our team as well. Just us all being close together and wanting to play for each other and play for more than yourself.
Every team that's successful is very team first, and I think that's kind of why teams become successful.
Wolves on three. 1, 2, 3. Wolves!
This weekend is also about a brother. More specifically, head coach Kevin Hartzell's late brother, Michael Bones Hartzell. It's this brotherly bond and the chance to honor his late brother that motivated legendary bench boss Hartzell to come out of retirement to coach the New Mexico Ice Wolves this season.
And I always say my politics is real simple. I can't stand we give money away to everything and everybody, and we don't take care of our own. It drives me out of my mind. Rather than sit and bitch about it and complain about it, in this case, I want to do something about it.
The Ice Wolves host Odessa for a pair of games this weekend honoring Coach Hartzell's brother, dedicating all proceeds to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, benefiting homeless veterans and the families of fallen veterans and first responders.
I'm excited for the weekend to help Tunnels to Towers and to help Kevin on his personal mission of helping to remember and honor his brother.
The connection's huge, and the foundation is so much for homeless vets and you know, getting them off the street after they've served our country, and it's the most important thing. It's the reason why we're able to do what we do every day and play hockey, because we have the greatest country in the world.
Bones Hartzell was a homeless military vet and a Rice Street fixture on the east side of St. Paul, Minnesota for more than 40 years.
Call Bones the Lord of the Boulevard.
Stubborn, independent, generous. The story of Bones Hartzell is far too big to fit on a cardboard sign held on the side of the road.
And while it might not occur to you as you pass him on the street, he's someone's son, he's someone's brother, and he's someone's friend.
Bones followed a different path, becoming integral to the tight-knit community on St. Paul's east side.
Brotherhood's a big term. The basis of this entire weekend and this whole effort is about Kevin's brother, Michael Bones Hartzell.
Living on the streets of St. Paul.
It's home away from home. You know, you just simply got to keep yourself busy.
Bones was an individual, loved by his family, loved by his community. It's really great to be able to remember him here and honor him for Coach Kevin Hartzell.
The nice thing for my brother, if there's a nice part of the story, is he went on the street in his neighborhood, so people knew him when it started.
He was Bones. That's it. Bones was a good guy. And everyone here knew him. Everyone.
Really, his legacy was he was the town helper in every way you can imagine. There's an accident on the corner. Before the city would get there to clean it up, he'd have it cleaned up. If the shopkeeper was late coming in on a winter morning, this sidewalk was already shoveled so people could get into their work.
Oh, I got quite a few friends out here.
He was stubborn as could be. Like if you just say, hey, it's gonna be really cold, stay in my back room tonight, he wouldn't do it. But if the shopkeeper said, hey, it's gonna be really cold, my pipes froze a year ago when this happened, I'm gonna pay you to look over my pipes. That he would do.
Family members say it's not that they haven't tried to help Mike, it's that he doesn't want their help.
If there is a good story of homelessness, it's his.
And he feels he's fulfilling an obligation out here in his neighborhood by keeping it clean.
The man who appeared to have nothing in his own way had everything. I think we could all learn a lot from how he lived, even though it was, not a typical way to live.
He was the Rice Street rock star. He really was.
Special.
He was special. You got it. Case closed.
Bones loved his community, and his community loved Bones. And this weekend, this love stretches all the way to the high hockey desert at the foot of the Sandia Mountain. The Ice Wolves wore special commemorative jerseys, auctioned off to raise over $19,000 in support of Tunnel to Towers, a charity that started after 9/11 and has since expanded to benefit homeless military veterans, their families, as well as first responders. Appropriately, Friday night's contest would be kicked off by the mayor of Carlsbad, Rick Lopez, a volunteer fireman himself. It's long been tradition in hockey to put money on the board, but the ante was raised by energy leader Chevron, sponsoring 2 friendly wagers over back-to-back weekends, donating $5,000 to the winning team's charity of choice and $2,500 to the losing team's charity of choice. Over 2 weekends, Chevron's generosity would contribute $7,500 to Tunnel to Towers.
Honestly, I'm not trying to think about it too much, just because it's like 5 Gs. It's like, whoa, I've never really played for something like that before. Hopefully we just get some great support for this great cause.
The Carlsbad presence at the Outpost Arena Friday night showed the Ice Wolves are indeed New Mexico's team.
I happen to bring a whole posse of Carlsbad people with me, and everybody in Southeast New Mexico and Carlsbad is so excited that we're here tonight along with the mayor. We don't have a hockey team, so the Ice Wolves are our hockey team.
But for New Mexico to step up, have a team, and provide this for our children to grow up and have an opportunity to do that, it's just pretty awesome.
Community is at the core for the Ice Wolves, as it was last weekend when the NA3HL team introduced nearly 1,000 school kids to hockey, while collecting over 1,000 pairs of skivvies for Locker 505. On Friday, the Ice Wolves would jump out to a 2-1 lead in Game 1, behind goals from Toivo Latsinen and Liam Waugh. But uneven play and a third-period major penalty will put the Ice Wolves on the losing end of a 5-2 final. But Chevron's generosity ensured the game was still a win-win for all involved. As in hockey, our military is also a brotherhood, and 3 Ice Wolves players have already made the commitment to serve and to play hockey at our military academies. When their junior careers end, forward Sean Gibbons will be going to West Point, while Francois de Villiers and Nyan Pai will be just up I-25 at the U.S. Air Force Academy.
The Brotherhood's the biggest thing, and the connections you make there. And it's great hockey, but there's so much more than hockey there.
I just am so honored to be a part of something so special. Coming out here, there's a way greater military presence. It's definitely cool to see it at a different angle. And the Ice Wolves do a great job with building on that idea of service and brotherhood and being more than just a hockey player.
While Gibbons and Pai's hockey journeys may ultimately take them to the front lines, you won't find either joining de Villiers as one of the front men for the newly formed Ice Wolves band, leaving that to other teammates. The Ice Wolves band is living proof that great teams have great chemistry. The Ice Wolves showcase this hockey harmony, playing their first gig at the team's pancake breakfast Saturday morning in support of Tunnel to Towers. No matter whose idea it was, one thing is for certain, the Ice Wolves band was most definitely a good one.
Well, I'm taking credit and title as music producer. I just started thinking, wouldn't it be fun to have a band?
Once he heard that there was a few guys on the team that played instruments, he was like, hey, I want you guys Saturday, February 22nd, play some music for us at Tunnels to Towers. At first you're like, do we really want to do this? But as soon as we started practicing, we were like, holy crap, we're having a lot of fun with this. Guys are showing up a little late for their rehab assignments because band practice went a little long. It's just a window into the culture we have in the locker room this year.
We try to be the organization that is the best player experience in junior hockey here with all that we offer, the facilities, the coaching, the commitment, the apparel. We have not had an Ice Wolves band.
I didn't even know we had this many kids that could play an instrument, but they're actually all pretty good too, surprisingly. So it'd be fun to go watch them, see how they do.
To have a group of teammates, a group of brothers, if you will, who are as comfortable with one another to be able to put a band together, get out there and play and sing and do this for the fans and have some fun for it, I think it says a lot about how the season's going and where the season might end up.
The Ice Wolves were still tapping their feet from the pancake breakfast because they flipped the script on the Dirty South rival Odessa in the Saturday night rematch.
Have some fun, baby.
Uniquely New Mexican influencer Johnny James would drop the first puck in support of the team's weekend for Tunnel to Towers.
When I first heard that we had a hockey team, my first reaction was, we're in the desert, right? A hockey team in the desert? But then I came and I saw a game and I realized how dope it actually was. And the community that already had built internally in it. Come pull up to a game and stop sleeping, bro. It's fun. Bring the family. I'm telling you right now, it's fun.
As the Ice Wolves would earn a 3-2 victory in a very tight game that felt a lot like playoff hockey, while claiming 2 critical points in the standings. The Ice Wolves would get goals from Jake Casey, Andre Moskvitin, and Andy Earl to edge Odessa 3-2. Jackson Fuller would earn second star of the game with 33 saves in net. The 24-25 New Mexico Ice Wolves season has been a turnaround story. After a 1-10 start, the team seems to have found its identity as they battle for a playoff seed, and possibly even home ice for the first round.
We just kept focused on getting better, and then slowly we did, and then all of a sudden we did. And right now, we're a pain in the butt to play against.
You know, they pack their lunch boxes every day, come and work hard, because when the season is down, you feel that in the gym. I can't think of a day where the record dictated the effort level with this group.
But it's not just about the hockey here in New Mexico, as the Ice Wolves remain steadfastly focused on developing both the player and the whole person.
It's a big focus of our team, growing to be closer together, growing to be better leaders. If you're a successful person, you're going to be a successful hockey player. People have said, that guy's a great hockey player. Man, they're a better person.
After the lessons of this weekend, it's clear to a man that every player on the Ice Wolves roster has a new brother watching over them. Coach Hartzell's brother, Bones, isn't just watching, he's listening too, because the New Mexico Ice Wolves are making beautiful music in his memory right here in the middle of the desert.
You know, at his funeral, the stories were very similar. They sounded like this. I saw a man who needed help. I saw him for a year, 2 years, and I'm like, it's time for me to help this man. Only to find out when I went to approach him, he didn't want my help, wouldn't take my help, and before you know it, he was helping me in this way or that way. The stories would bring tears to your eyes.
Special thanks to presenting sponsors Rio Grande Credit Union and Chevron. And thanks to the entire family of Ice Wolves marketing partners, doing their part to grow hockey and ice sports right here in Albuquerque.